Hi, Natasha. What's up, sis? Welcome to your womb alchemy reading. Listen, this reading is focusing on what you need to do to love on yourself better, what you need to do to embody that goddess energy. This reading is really focusing on the wisdom, the insight that you need to bring up that's inside of you and allow it to be present with you so that you can be the woman you've been called to be and therefore attract and manifest all the things that you desire. So that's what we're getting to in this reading here today. Let's see. We're starting off with the Whispers of Love deck. So this is going to be telling you the ways in which you need to better love on yourself, okay? The ways in which you need to better love on yourself. Too many cards just came out right now. I want to say this. Congratulations to you for signing up for the class. I know that I know that you knew that you had some time constraints and conflicts when it came down to the class. I hope I do be seeing you pop in a little bit after we get started, but I'm glad that you're there, and I hope that you're still receiving the wisdom and the guidance that that you need. Okay. The first card. Okay. All right. Let's look at this. All right. So first thing first, I'm gonna tell you, sis, is that you are being asked to develop more discipline and more confidence in yourself, more assertiveness in yourself, more solar plexus energy, right? Knowing that you can do whatever you set your mind and heart to, okay? Don't ever think that you cannot accomplish whatever it is that you are desiring, okay? And so you really need to develop that, and you really need to communicate with yourself in a way that says, I can, I will, I am. All right. You really need to start embodying that energy for yourself. All right. And the reason why I say that is because two of the cards that have already come out for you from the Whispers of Love card deck, they're both yellow. Okay. Both of the cards are yellow. And so it's just a very heavy, some very deep solar plexus chakra energy. And a part of that solar plexus chakra energy, sis, is going to be you letting your divine light shine, right? You got to come out of hiding. You got to come out of hiding. You have to stop over sheltering yourself and over protecting yourself as this form of false safety, right? As this form of false safety. All right. You have to know that you have everything inside of you to accomplish whatever it is that you desire. All right. You have everything inside of you to accomplish whatever it is that you desire. So, with that, you have to develop that confidence, right? Develop that assertiveness and move forward in it. All right. So, the very first card that came out for you, it says, consider your foundation. So you're in a space right now, Natasha, you're in a season right now where you really need to be looking into how you were brought up. But as you're looking into this, okay, as you're looking into this, you're actually focusing on the positives of your upbringing, right? I want you to make sure that you shapeshift your mind to see all the gifts, even in the situations that were challenging, even in the situations that didn't feel so good. You have to discipline your mind to see the best in your life. You have to discipline your mind to see the good that is available in your life, to see the good of your childhood. This takes discipline. This takes discipline. This takes consistency to not be and I remember we had our talk, and I feel like you you said to yourself, well, I had a good childhood. Yeah, I had a good childhood. But as I remember you saying that, I don't know if you actually believe that deeply, right? I don't know if you really trust and know that you had a childhood that set you up to be your best self today. And that's the difference. You may look at your child and say, yeah, it was okay. I have family, I have friends, I had this and I had that. But the real question is, how did your childhood prepare you to be the woman that you desire to be? And so your work right now, Natasha, is to find those answers. Your work right now is to say, this happened in my childhood and this supports me now because this happened in my childhood and this supports me now because this happened in my childhood and I am using this to serve my highest good. That's what needs to happen now, right? You need to look at how committed you are to being your best self and manifesting the desires of your heart. You need to look at, did you grow up in a situation where you felt that you could accomplish the things that you wanted? Okay. You need to really look at that and really see, like, okay, I can do this. I have what it takes. Does your foundation and does your childhood, right? Does between the ages of 14 to 21, did your parents let you know that you are capable? Did your parents let you know that you are capable? Did they speak those words of power into you? Did they confirm and affirm to you that you can do it? All right. Now, even if they did not do that, okay, even if they did not do that, that's fine. What did they do to help you? Did they make you to stay, did they create certain structure in your life? Or did they allow you to be flexible? Did they allow you to make decisions for yourself? What did they do to put you in position to win and to thrive? So you need to look at those things. Listen, here's another card that came up that's talking about the same energy. It says relationship patterns, relationship patterns. What are the patterns that you need to be looking at within the relationships you have to yourself, right? Do you start off saying you're going to do something, you're going to show up, you're going to be this person, and so on and so forth, and do you not do it? Is that a pattern that you have, right? Do you say, do you hold yourself accountable? Or are you too hard on yourself, right? Are you too hard on yourself? Do you put too much on your plate than you can actually handle? You have to assess your relationship patterns and understand that it takes strength for you to recognize the things that you need to change. But you have it inside of you. You have the strength, you have the ability, you have the power to do it. You just have to choose that you're going to do it. Okay. You just have to tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to face this thing head on. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to be my best self. Okay. And so another card that came out to you says, get to know each other. Right. But right now, we're not talking about external relationships and you with anybody else. We're talking about you getting to know you. And so my question to you right now is, are you taking the time to get familiar with who you desire to be? What I mean by that is, are you consistently leaning into the personality trait, the emotional state of being, and the actions that are in alignment with the woman who is abundant, who is loving, who is activated, who is, tapped in with her goddess energy? Are you in alignment with that? There is a difference. You need to get to know her. You need to get to know her. You need to get very clear, okay? You need to get very clear on how you want to look, how you want to feel, how you want to show up. You have to get to know that person. And as you are getting to know that person on purpose, right? As you are getting to know her on purpose, you start to meet her needs. So you got to stop focusing on the old Natasha, right? Who had this lack of discipline or this lack of self-confidence or this lack of assertiveness, that part of you that didn't really know who and what and why you are. You got to stop talking to her and start talking and connecting with the woman that you want to be. This is a very, very big deal. You have to start focusing more on the goddess that you are becoming and that you're blooming and you're blossoming into, rather than focusing on all the work you got to do. All right. Rather than focusing on all the work you got to do, start to focus and get to know what that higher, better, more aligned part of you is into. What does that abundant you like to do? What does she like to watch? What does she like to say? What does she like to engage in? What does she like to eat? You have to start getting to know her, all right? And you have to start investing your energy, your effort, your focus into building her up, into becoming more confident, more assertive, and more connected to her energy. The last card from this deck that we're going to pull, it says embrace your emotions. That goes back to what I'm saying. If you are not getting to know that new you, that means you're more focused on the old you. If you are not getting to know and getting deeply connected to the new you, that means you're more focused on the old you. And so embrace how you feel in the moment, but also ask yourself, how do I want to feel? How do I want to show up? Okay. You also get to ask yourself that. All right. Allow your feelings, allow whatever those feelings may be, allow them to come up. Allow yourself to be present with it, right? Make peace with it. It is only through making peace with it will you actually overcome it, let it go, and release it, right? If you don't know how you really feel, then you can't really heal, right? If you don't know how you really feel, then you can't really heal. That's just the reality, all right? So let's tap in. Let's tap in with the Isis deck. So now we're going to see what's that goddess energy. What's that goddess energy that is asking to be birthed from you right now? Let's see. What's that goddess energy? What's that goddess energy, spirit? What goddess energy does Natasha need to embody to activate her power, her gifts, her talent? What's that goddess energy, spirit? What's that goddess energy? Ooh. Okay, let's see. All right, we got two cards that came out. Okay. The first card is called the Ancient Mysteries, the Ancient Power Mysteries. And it says, hear the rattle of Isis playing. And then the other card says, wings of Isis, uniting with angelic self, uniting with your angelic self. And so what this says to me, Natasha, is that one, there's a gentleness, there's a soft part of you that you have not allowed yourself to tap into. That's that angelic energy. That's that light energy. So you have to ask yourself, how can I be more light? Right? How can I be more light? How can I be more present? How can I be more open, more receptive, more free? These are questions that you have to ask yourself, right? Because that's what you're being asked to tap into. When we think about angels, we think about lightness. We think about even just like this inner child. We think about, most of the times when we see pictures of angels, we're seeing these little babies with wings. And so I want you to ask yourself, how can you become more gentle? How can you become softer in how you treat yourself and softer in how you approach the world? There's a certain level of gentleness, and I get it, right? Because you may have had some rough childhood experiences that made you very guarded and very protected and very tough, right? And very hard. So I understand that. But what I want you to know and understand that there's a softness, there's a gentleness that is asking to be birthed from you right now. And you connecting with that is you connecting with your angels. And then hearing the ancient power mysteries, this card is asking you to tap in with your crown chakra. This card is letting you know, Natasha, that you be receiving downloads and channels and high science and spiritual wisdom But maybe you're not listening. Why aren't you listening? You got to ask yourself, you have to ask yourself, like, am I really tuning in to my higher sacred self? That's what this card, the Ancient Power Mysteries, is saying that you have a gift to receive channels and downloads and to receive information from through your crown chakra. This card is saying that you have the ability to really receive powerful messages from your intuition. So you have to ask yourself, why am I not leaning into that? Why am I not trusting that? Why am I not loving into that? Why am I not embracing the power that I have as a divine spiritual woman? Okay. So that's your work for right now, right? Your work for right now is going to be listening to your higher self, right? Really tuning into really tuning into that crown chakra. Your work is also going to be becoming softer, more gentle with yourself. All right. Becoming softer, more gentle with yourself is also going to be your work. All right. That's my reading for you, sis. I hope it resonates. Yeah, definitely let me know how it resonates with you. Peace and love.